Kamene Goro, you no longer do content together. What happened?
What happened between me and Kamene Goro? Wow. A lot happened, but I'll summarize it this way. Kamene is a nice person. She's talented, she's lovely, she's lovable, and I worked with her for a while, and for all the years I've done radio, her and Sanai Peitande are the two people that I really enjoyed working with on radio. And then I really tried to introduce her to the digital space. And at first she was kidogo skeptical, even kuvaa zile alikuwa navaa. Then eventually she folded, then we started dressing the same, zile na dress like a king, nini, and we did that. And then when we left Kiss, I tried to pursue that as well. I tried to do, you see the thing I did with them on Facebook, I tried to do with Kamene Goro, but now on that, yenda alikuwa wa Kibombe, mimi nilikuwa boy wa ghetto. Okay. So tukaanza na episodes za kwanza which we shot, and tukaenda kwake, akapika omena, that was my idea. Akaosha omena na sabuni, that was my idea. Because in the Luo culture, wanaambiwa that mademu wa Kikuyu wanaoshanga samaki na sabuni. So I thought it was a funny thing. So akosha omena nini, so that was like our first episode. So when it went online, guys really trolled her. Wakamtusi, and she got very stressed. So akanambia, I'm not doing this anymore. Twice the episodes. And I'm like, it's already gone viral. I can't. And then that day that we shot a lot of episodes, like 7. Tulikana fanya podcast ya kuongea na nini. So hizo zingine zaka anambia mimi sitaki, I don't want to be part of this nini. And mimi kwa zile I've already put money in it, I've invested. And you and I know uoshangi omena na sabuni. It's a joke. So she got offended and she didn't take it easy. Akasema hata kuifanya tena. So I just posted the other episodes, but alikuwa amesema sasa yataki. So when I finished, I tried to reach out, nini akakataa, kanambia I'm not interested, whatever. Then I told her and the husband, even if you don't do anything with me, do something on the digital platform.
Yeah.
I told her, I have that on text. Mimi nakwanga king of receipt. Do something, even if you don't shoot with me, shoot something online. Then kidogo, then also when I was working with her, I was telling her, venture into the MCing part. She didn't really want to do the MCing part, and Charity, who was like her manager, I can push. I think it was a DTB event or something that she MC'd, and she enjoyed it. And I was like, imagine MCing, unasimama tu unaongea kidogo unalipwa do poa. But she didn't see it that way then, and she focused more on the club gigs, nini, and everything. And then we just lost contact along the way. So I wouldn't say there is enmity or beef, but what I was trying to do, she didn't see sense in it. And later I reinvented myself and I did the same thing with them on Facebook. And now I'm doing the same thing with Pamela and Kabuda and Katelo and who else? There's a bunch of guys that I'm working with. So we're doing the same thing with other people, but on the digital platform. And some are working, some are not working, but we keep pushing. So that's what happened between me and Kamene. Yeah. My current friendship with Amberay. What about it?
We don't see you guys together shooting videos. What happened?
Wow.
Kwa birthday pia ya mtoto.
I was not invited for the birthday. So I wouldn't say there is beef between me and Amberay or Rapudo. However, when I was shooting the video for Kado, so when I was doing the video for Kado, the main love interest was Amberay. And we agreed and negotiated, nikamkubali na mlipado fulani. So the day of the shoot, they came very late. And we had to, when you're shooting with a set, you have to remove the set for you to create another set. So all the dancers and everybody were waiting because we needed to do a shot on that set. And then somewhere, they were a little bit tipsy. I don't know what happened, and then she got in and then did the makeup. And then when we were shooting, we even did the first part. So when we were shooting, she didn't want me to dance with her. And the husband was there. The husband is like, yo, because it's a song saying this show is beautiful. You see. So when we were dancing, so anasema, we dance pale, yeah, dance pale. And they were like, hey, yo. So I spoke with the husband, Rapudo, and I was like, hey, bro, this song iko hivi and this is whatever. It's not like we're doing anything sexual. Ilikuwa tu unaibia dem. Nyati ni kado. So it was supposed to be very intimate, but not like sexual.
Yeah.
So akakataa akasema pana nini. And then she got angry and then she walked out of the set and she left. And the husband called me, he's like, hey bro, maze, pole, nini, I'm trying to sort it. I think it's the issue with the alcohol or whatever. And I was like, I ain't shida, bro. Then we shot all the other parts. The following morning, dead on, the manager texted me, delete those parts for Amberay doing the song, nini. So I'm like, why is Dedan texting me? Amberay has my number, Rapudo has my number and everything. And I never responded. And I kept quiet. And since then, we've just been going apart. There's no enmity, there's no adversity. It was just work, nothing personal. But now I realized, I'm like, oh wow. So this is how it's happening. And I said, let me now focus on these other things. So we don't really have beef, but we're just not as close as we used to. That is what happened. Yeah.
Of course, we understand that you are tired and you've been
Yeah.
for quite some time. Maybe as you wind up, you can just talk to your fans, tell them maybe
Okay.
one thing.
Okay.
Kuna swali?
Kuna swali, okay.
Yeah, from your mistake, Obinna, what do you learn about maybe from your past mistakes and maybe one thing you would change about yourself?
What I like about my past mistakes.
What you learned and what you can change.
What I
you
can
learned
change.
about your mistake and what you can change about it.
What I can change is just reduce the trust I have on people. Yeah, that nowadays always expect the worst. Human beings ni wale too. You see the way today someone will say Obinna is a good person, tomorrow the same person will tukana you and they don't even know you. Then the next time they'll go and say something that they know it's a lie about you, but they'll just say it. And you look at them and you're like, bro, you know me. Why would you say this? But they will just insist. You see, like for example, the stories you've spoken about. You guys have asked me about Kamene, you've asked me about Amberay. Of course, I've spoken about it. It's gonna take a certain direction online.
Sure.
And they're entitled to respond. But Kamene knows the truth, Amberay knows the truth, Rapudo knows the truth. But however it chooses to happen, things might happen.
Yeah.
And my fans pia wanaenda kuzigeuza venye wanataka. But now you know, that has nothing to do with me. Because everybody who's involved knows what happened and what is the truth. So that's the way human beings are. Some are malicious, some mean well, some don't mean. Roba, relax. Because Roba. I know, I'm tired, I'm sure, I'm okay. Hey, Roba ni sawa, smile. Hey, Roba amejam ni. I'm okay, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, human beings are like that. Like I was saying, human beings who means well for you, you might not know. And even the ones who mean well for you might be strangers that you don't know. The ones who are planning your downfall, whatever, are people you know. Kuna kachino wewe sasa utakuwa unaangalia Jackie Ogago like Jackie Ogaga surely. Tunakonga naye ndio unapata kumbe ameneza uvumi fulani ama something. So that's what happens. So now my biggest lesson is just to reduce my trust on people. Expect the worst.
Yeah.
But it does not mean that I'm going to be bad to you. Myself, I mean well. For everybody, I don't even know you. Why would I mean bad for you? Then also, I would want you to mean well for me. Okay, I'll pray for you and want you to pray for me. But I will mind my business and then I'll keep my distance. Nikirealize that tupelekani vizuri, naondokea pole pole. Unaona kama hizo story nimenuliza. I never spoke about them. I was like, I was never going to talk about them. But now that's what I do. Yeah.
Many people don't get to.
Let me help you. Bila vile tumeshika ruka. Ama tuweke hivi. Wacha tuweke hivyo kasiruke tena.
Yeah, many people don't get that confidence to talk about their past. What's one thing that gives you that more confidence that you can stand to maybe 1,000 people and talk about your past?
Okay. What makes me talk about my past is the realization that you cannot pickpocket a naked man. Once I tell you about my past, you can't use it against me.
Sure.
Because I've owned it. Majority of people disassociate themselves from their past and they pretend, oh, me I'm perfect. Me always say, me I'm not perfect. Me naongea hapa ndachoma, but huyo ndio mimi. Me what you see is what you get. Nikikasika nasema, wewe Jack, shida mic vizuri. Na story imeishia hapo na nimemove. Nikitaka kucheka ndacheka. So once you realize that about your past, bring it out there. Accept who you are. Say, now I know better. Personally, I've made very many mistakes and I'm still making them. But they're new mistakes and I'm picking the pieces, I'm learning and I'm growing. And they're out there. But even most of people know like 90% of the stories about me. Wow. Nafani nyamaze sasa. Yeah. Any other question?
You work with a betting company. Do you agree with the decision that they made?
Okay. Yes, I work with a betting company. That was Mozart Bet. I don't support the idea for banning influencers from influencing for betting. So the betting conversation is two-sided. People who benefit from betting will say it's a good thing. People who get affected by betting in a negative way will say it's a bad thing. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, kuna wale watakuwa nakwambia tu betting ni mbaya, inaharibu vijana. Why? Because, and it's actually true. Because inaharibu kijana yake, inaharibu mke wake ama yeye.
Yeah.
Then kuna wanasema betting, mimi nimeweka kichwa buu, nimekunywa kitu, wewe nini? Why? Because yeye pia ali benefit kwa hiyo.
Yeah.
So as an influencer, personally I was benefiting because I have employees that I'm paying from that business. You see? So I'll talk on the positive side. However, wacha tu niweke tu hapa hivi. Ama wapi hapa juu. However, what we need to know is this. In anything we do, we need moderation. That is where the government comes in. In anything we do, we need moderation. That is where the government comes in with regulations and guidance. Okay? Unaona hata interview, when it is too much, it becomes boring.
Yeah.
Pombe, chakula, sherehe, ushirati, whatever. Everything is done in moderation. Now, anything that involves the government and the citizens, government ikona hizo regulations. Now, they should put better regulations. But if you come and say, influencers are not doing it anymore, but TV is still showing.
Yeah, and radio.
So basically, you're firing 1,000 people so that 3 people can earn a living.
Yeah.
Is that even sense? So, about 1,000 influencers are currently jobless, but we have 3 TV stations that are still airing betting products. We have billboards that are airing betting products. So, which mathematics are we doing? The same young people, when you map up 1,000 influencers, they're gonna look for an alternative. What's the alternative? If they don't find the alternative, what do? Substance abuse. Maze mimi kuna stress, maze tupige kimoja. Because now they don't have a purpose. What the government is doing, you're taking the purpose away from them. Give better seminars and talks and classes about betting. The way you told the people, betting should not be advertised from this time to this time. Betting is not allowed to people under 18. Bet responsibly. Up your marketing on the people who betting has affected negatively. So mtakiona kwa umsafanyika mimi wacha nisibet. Lakini kuna wale pia maisha yao inaendelea poa ya betting. So hao wote wamekuwa renda jobless, so I don't support it and I'll never support it. I think the government just needs to think better. Think of better solution. Wacha tu kusema majenzi wakwende you know direction. No, tushapita hiyo age. Sasa hivi tunakaa kwa meza tunaongeleshana. Okay, what do you guys want? Tume market betting ni mbaya. What do you want us to market? How many jobs does the government give the youth? Influencers. If you sit down and think, okay, government, when was the last time? Personally, as an influencer, when was the last time the government gave me a job as an influencer? I don't remember. So, before you take the bread out of other people's table, replace that bread with another bread. Either bigger, better, or even if it's the same size, but do something. You don't take this one and just keep quiet. The guys are gonna revolt. It's a matter of time. But hiyo pot hiyo nyungu inachemuka tu hivi. Ngoja muone. Munaguza hapa, wanawaangalia. Yep.